Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. Pierce and Nene filling up the forward spots. And it's Gortat in at the 5 down low. On the free throw, no good. Marcin Gortat, the Polish Hammers. We like him, I know, the 57th pick back in 2005.
He's just a quality starting center in the NBA. 6'11", center, can score and defend. Really a good pickup for Washington.
Jordan with us, screen on Wall. Barnes. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Gortat got his rebounding back up last season. A consistent double-double guy in the middle. And he turned 30 last season. Still very much in the prime of his career.
And Gortat, a strong finisher inside, can shoot out to about 15 feet. He could do a lot worse at the center position. The key for him is just staying healthy.
And he banks in the layup. Gortat's got his second bucket.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
DeAndre Jordan alongside Blake Griffin, maybe the best game dunker in the league. He has the ability to make spectacular plays every time he gets near the rim.
Porter's checked in for Washington. And for DeAndre Jordan, Clark, between his length and his leaping ability, you almost feel like he should be playing an 11-foot, 12-foot rim.
I tell you, when I've watched him play, there are times when it seems as though he's overwhelming that 10-foot basket. It really does look that way at times. Boy, you got to love it. The picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
You know what?
For 2.
Yeah, but it almost makes it a little more special, Kevin. Just grace over power is the way I see it.
And that one is stuffed right through.
I think they gave him a little too much room there. I mean, that was all they needed to rise up and punch that one down.
Yeah, he's going to jump at those chances, guys.
Yeah, that's what he does. He is a high flyer.
They recover it. Porter, no luck.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Griffin pass to Jordan. Beal with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. Wall's running. Beal can't get it to go. Here now the Clippers. They trail by 1. And Gortat over to help. Barnes with it. Picked up by Nene. Griffin against Gortat. Griffin kicks to Barnes. 3 on the clock. Almost, but it rolls out. Beal dishes the Wall. Outside for Beal. Lots of room. Beal with another miss.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though. The Clippers started out as a good team last year, but they never seemed to be content with what they had. They added vet after vet as the season progressed and really made some nice additions.
Washington with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. .143 left in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
A super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score. So that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it. You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. The Clippers in the lead. Al Paul. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Stayed right with him. I think that's excellent work down low.
showing really nice technique and making it very difficult to operate offensively.
Now here's Barnes following the miss by John Wall. Reddick with the bucket.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Gortat. Butler comes in for Nene. Martell Webster, he's checked in for Beal. And Andre Miller has subbed in for John Wall. Here's Hawes. Rebounded by the Wizards. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. 15 seconds left from the first quarter of the game. They set the screen. And it's Miller penetrating. Shot's good for Seraphin. Seraphin's got his first basket.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And they set the tone there defensively with their shot blocking. They've been really intimidating down in the paint area.
You know, in the rest of the game, Steve, shooters will be looking around for the shot blockers because of what's happened in this quarter.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Miller is out there with Webster. Then it's Rasul Butler. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. And it's Porter in the power forwards position. Now here is Miller. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Pause. There's the killer two-handed slam. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Now here's Rivers. Here's Hawes. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. Jamal Crawford able to get his shot anytime he wants. Steve, would you say he's the #1 heat check guy in the league right now?
Oh, boy. I mean, he's at the top of the list, no doubt. I mean, he's got that deadly crossover that leads into the pull-up, and it leaves the defender with almost no choice. I mean, you either give up the jumper or he goes right around you and gets to the rim. It's really amazing to watch.
Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this lead.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Blocked. Wall attacking. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Guys, Jamal Crawford fitting right in with the Los Angeles Clippers. He said, quote, "This is the best team I've ever been on, and it's made me a better player. I've never played with someone like Chris Paul. He makes the game easier for me. I went my first 10 years in the league without making the playoffs. So that's all I want to do now. Kevin, over to you.
In his instant offensive role, he's a big part of their success. Thanks, Doris. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, startling that he'd even try that right now.
Here's Griffin. No luck. Now Washington takes it the other way.
As good as the Wizards season was last year, they still had trouble with teams from the West. In fact, only 11 wins in 30 games for them last season.
Now here's Paul. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Beal gets a wide open look. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And a lot of teams out in the East struggle with the West, but it's an area where, Clark, the elite East teams perform better than 11 wins.
Yeah, and if Washington wants to take that next step of getting to be a top 3 team in the East, they've got to be a lot tougher against the West, and something around the 500 mark in terms of wins would get them there.
And the dunk by Barnes. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Wall attacking. Just 5 to shoot. Gortat, the pass to Nene. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. And that one's good. And it's 7 points for John Wall.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Griffin kicks to Jordan. Feeds it to Reddick. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Pass to Barnes. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here comes Paul Pierce. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Nene setting the pick for Wall. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. 2 shots. Chris Paul picks up that one. The Wizards shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Well, you look back at a season ago, this is a club that made 78% of its shots from the free throw line, so very comfortable.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway. The 3rd quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Matt Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Crawford and Barnes filling out the wings. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Paul in at the point.
Nene, a 6'11" Brazilian big man, strong and quick-footed with a nice touch. And he's a quality two-way player. And for him, as it is the case with a lot of players, it's about health. Over the course of his 12-year career, he's missed almost a third of available games due to injury.
Talk about Nene's troubles at times staying on the court, Steve. Some say he's unwilling to play through pain.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the case. You know, all I know is that when he's healthy, he is one of the most effective big men in the NBA, and he had a terrific run in the playoffs last year, particularly in that Chicago series.
Here's Jordan. It counts, and the foul. It's on Nene.
You You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
DeAndre Jordan has always had a knack for